Hey, what's up you guys? This is me, London. If you're new here, welcome. I just started this channel to show some of my favorite things. I love witchy, kind of boho, I don't know. I have like a certain style of things that I love, and I'm not here to gatekeep. And I particularly love collecting bags that are affordable and good quality. And I love Portland Leather Goods. It's my favorite company. It's actually the only company that I've really cared about ever. And I have a little collection going, so I thought I would just make this channel to show my favorite things, and maybe you'll find something that you love. I have my coffee right here. Today's a nice cozy Sunday morning, so this is why I look like this today. I'm not particularly leaving the house. Maybe I'll go on a walk later, but I'm kind of just bumming it today, so that's why I look like this. Feeling a little bit puffy today. It's one of those days. So I'm sipping on my coffee, and I don't know, I thought I'd just film a video. So let me take one more sip of this and I will show you my bucket bags. I need to learn how to make my videos like aesthetically pleasing. Okay, so my last video, if you haven't seen it, you should go check it out. But I showed this backpack. So this is the bucket backpack in the color Kyoto. I made a whole video about this, so you can go check it out if you haven't seen it and then come back. But this one is very special to me, one of my favorite bags, and this is my latest addition to the collection. I do have a small bucket bag on the way today, and it is a mystery bag. So Portland Leather Goods does this thing called a sea sale, which is basically oh my gosh, it's like a flash sale that goes in like 5 minutes or around 5 minutes. I think the longest one was like 7 minutes long. So they drop the sale and thousands of people will go on the website and they will go click, 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 and they will buy whatever bags they want. And sometimes they do it in time, sometimes they don't do it in time, and it gets sold out right away. But basically you purchase the style and you have no idea what color it's going to be, and then you have to wait until it arrives, and then you open it and see what color it is. So I've never done that before until now. I had FOMO the last time there was a sea sale because I saw all these colors on the Facebook page that people were getting, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I really wish I got a bucket bag. So I got a small bucket this time, which is supposed to come today. So I'll make another video on that, which I'm really excited about. This is the small bucket in plum, and this is the small bucket in Caspian. There's a separate website that Portland Leather Goods has called Treet with 2 E's, and not all of them, but a lot of the discontinued colors you can find on that website. Some people have like 100+ bags, and they'll sell whatever colors that they want to let go of. So I found this bag on Treet, and you can usually get them at a discounted price, and then the seller gets points that they can use on the website. So this one I got off Treet. This is in the color Caspian. This is one of my absolute favorite bags of all time. And this one is in the color Plum. This is also one of my favorites. This one is just such a great bag. This is currently what I'm in right now, so I'll show you what's in here. Plum is a gorgeous neutral purple. All of my littles in here are plum color, so everything's color coordinated, or matching, I guess you could say. So as far as flare goes, I have this little tassel here, which was gifted to me, and then I have this little this used to be a brass bracelet. This was like a vintage cat bracelet that somebody had given to me years ago, and it broke, and I was really bummed, but I kept it anyway. And then one day I just had the idea to convert it into a keychain. So I use this a lot on my bags. I just love the plum color. It honestly goes with a lot of stuff. And also the Caspian, this one I just showed you, I was surprised at how many of my outfits will go with this, because I typically gravitate towards jewel tones, I do love neutrals as well, but I have like a specific color scheme that I love to wear and have in my apartment. I mean, everything, pretty much everything is dual tones and neutrals in here. So I have my particular colors that I love. So these are also in plum. This is the mini envelope wallet. This is the small Bozeman wallet. And this is the mini Luna pouch. And I have this little leather notebook cover thing with some sketchbooks in here. My friend made me this. This is not from Portland Leather Goods, but it's pretty much the exact same color. So she's awesome. I'll ask her if she wants me to shout her out in the description, because I don't know if she's planning on selling these. She just kind of made one for herself, and I was like, I would love that. So I paid her to make me one. But this is what it looks like. And then I have my little sketchbooks in here. So yeah, I've been carrying that around. It has this little light purple drawstring on it. And then I have my little Patrick pen with that. And that was everything that was in here. Otherwise I'd put my phone in this pocket. So there is one pocket in the back, which basically fits my hand. So usually I'll stick my phone in there, and then my keys I'll just throw wherever. But that's pretty much all I carry on a regular basis. Sometimes I don't have my sketchbooks, sometimes I have my Kindle. The Kindle fits beautifully in here. A small book will fit, like this size book will fit, not a standard size. But yeah, usually I have my Kindle and or sketchbook. Okay, so that's everything that fits comfortably in the small bucket. Now this is the large. This is in the color Cold Brew. This is a regular color also on the website. You can see the difference in size, pretty dramatic. The large, I believe, holds about twice as much as the small. Here's the bottom side by side. The large will hold a ton. If I have a scarf and I'm not sure if I'm gonna wanna wear it, I'll bring this, I'll stick it in there, it will fit comfortably. A sweater will fit comfortably, even a small jacket that will fold up. My 10-inch iPad will fit, it just won't cinch up on the top. This notebook will fit in here, but again, it won't cinch up on the top. A large book obviously will fit in here. So I'm gonna stick everything that was in the small bucket in the large, so you can see how it fits in there. And there's a ton of room. You could easily fit way more things. If you're someone who carries a lot of stuff, get the large bucket. If you don't carry a ton of things like me, get the small. I'm glad to have both, but I use a small way more often than I use a large. I did convert the strap. I'm short, I'm only 5 foot, and I converted the strap to be shorter so I could use it kind of like a shoulder bag, which looks really cute. This little headscarf that was on, is on the bucket backpack. I'll kind of loop this through this one, and I'll wear it with the scarf. Well, actually, I usually loop it through this little key ring on the side. So you can get creative with like accessorizing it and stuff. I do really like the large bucket. I just tend to wear the small a lot more often because I don't really carry a whole lot of stuff. But this is great to take to the grocery store. You can fit some grocery store bags in here, or just have extra room if you're going to the store. This color is one of my favorites. So this is a cold brew. And I'm kind of hoping that my small bucket that's arriving today is in a cold brew, because I have the large cold brew, but I kind of want the small. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for that. And then I know I made a whole video on the bucket backpack, but I'll just throw all these things in there to show you what fits. So there's the large, and here's the backpack. I can't tell if they're the same size. I have a feeling that the backpack is a tiny, tiny bit smaller in capacity, but I can't tell. The bottom is a little bit different because this bottom is flat. It doesn't have the seam across. I just love this one. It's so squishy. You might be able to find this one on Treet, but it's probably gonna be like 200 bucks, dude. And honestly, it's worth it for this color. Oh my gosh. And it'll last forever. Not me trying to convince you to buy this backpack, but you should. I don't know if I mentioned this, but all of the bucket backpacks are on sale right now on the website. They're gonna be changing the styles a little bit. So everything's 40% off right now. So if you feel like you wanna get one now. There's a ton of listings on Treet for different colors of bucket backpacks. But on the website, there's only a few colors left and they're 40% off. So I stuck this in here because I'm gonna be using this for school. It will fit. Oh, I put it at an ankle. So there's all my stuff. There's plenty of room still. There's a big pocket in the back so I can easily put my phone or whatever in there. This will still hold a full-size book, standard size or wide. So yeah, I love all these styles. The bucket bag is my favorite PLG style. I love the bucket backpack. It's so cute. It's super lightweight. All these bags are pretty lightweight. I mean, you know, the more leather little items that you add to it, obviously it adds weight. But for the most part, they're really lightweight. They're super easy to put on, take off. All of these ones I've shortened the straps on because I'm short and I typically don't wear them crossbody, so I have modified the straps, and I can do a video on that. But yeah, so these are all the bucket bags that I have, and one on the way today, so I will film a video on that. I'm super excited. All right, you guys, please give this a like if you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.